guys? Welcome to the 9720 Unplugged Podcast. Today I'm so happy. I don't know about you, but you gotta have to stay tuned right now. Alright, so today Kinali guest yaga itla introduce her in 1 minute because she's very fast. She's very fast. So Ausi Akori, can you briefly introduce yourself to our viewers and tell us how's Mafusi man?
I'm an aunt, I'm a daughter, I'm a farmer, I'm a lover.
Wow, you're also a farmer.
Yes.
I didn't know.
I'm a farmer at heart.
Wow.
Look at my t-shirt. I'm a farmer at heart.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow, I didn't know that you're also a farmer.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get down and let's dive into a business of today. Today we are all about discussing about the movement that they are currently doing. They're doing a very beautiful job in community, like they are saving. Hey, so tell us how the Mataiga movement. Mataiga, is it a movement or organization? Let's start there.
Oh, I would say it's a movement.
Okay.
It's an organization. It's a community movement. It's a community-based movement.
Okay.
Taba e kholo ke khola ya Mataiga, a founder ya Mataiga ki Michelle. Ki Michelle also from the Vipot farm. So she's been here for a very long time. So ke khola taba e kholo ya hae isa le toro ya hae ine le hore ho thusa batho hore ba iketsetse.
Wow. Okay.
As a community hore ba iqalla something e leng ya bona ho we're waiting on the government to do something all the time. Haebe ho tlamehile ho etsa something in Motse, we have to apply to the government, we have to apply to non-governmental organizations and all this thing, you know. So Rele Mataiga Foundation Hyper community amount, how do we come together? Hore said it's a 10 rand every month. If mutumule mauza can 10 rand every month, and we have that together, and that money is collecting to do certain things within Mauze. Each and every community in South Africa, if every person in South Africa can contribute, imagine 6 million people but contribute 10 rand.
Wow.
You know, where would that take us as a community? And we get to do things that empower the community, for the community, designed by the community.
Okay, oh, that's so beautiful. So, what inspired the name Mataiga?
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
What is the story behind that name, hey?
How I wish Michelle could answer that, because a good explanation. A tiger as an animal, you know, Kimma tiger, a mother, a mother as a nurturer, and tiger is an animal in a leon and
that do whatever it takes.
You can't a tiger, never. You know, so that's where the name comes from, you know, and also from 10 rand tiger. You know, so my tiger be that 10 rand a representative of the 10 rand and also a representative of a tiger as an animal that is caring and nurturing.
So guys, let's read about 10 rand is a tiger. Hey,
tiger, half tiger. You know,
so you guys also know to do that, hey?
Hey, I was surprised. Michelle came up with
all right, so I've been looking at your website, like I see a lot of things, a lot of for community. So looking at the mission and like impacted data in a community. So the movement most of the time focus about right? Right. So can you explain how this works in practice? Like why women only?
Statistically, people are experiencing, I would say, but by experiencing Baba marginalized in our communities are mostly women.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't necessarily focus on women, but we are saying to do something about abuse, gender-based. We don't call it gender-based violence. We are working towards gender-based peace.
Yeah.
So that's what we're trying to say. Most in our communities, but we're experiencing ke batho ba bomme. But also I would like to just say that who come forward ke batho ba bomme. Statistically batho ba bontate ntse ba experience is that haba forward. Yes. So that is what we are trying to do. But also ke batla hore in most communities, when women are healed and are coming together, communities succeed. Because women are nurturers. They are. That's how it was. This is why have you seen meha they nurture kids. Not that bontate havana that, but I think when they are well taken care of, when they have that ability, and we also work with bundate. We do encourage bundate ba be part of this movement.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, looking at Ntoi Wheeling, like, what are the challenges that you guys face, or what are the challenges women face in this community, Rosendal, Mount Rosendal, and how does Matega address those challenges within this movement?
When we come to the challenges, this is the phase one get a community. What we really would like to do, or what we usually try to do, is create a space where ba conversate, where there's dialogues. I'm an activist. Let's create space where batla engage, ba be a dialogue, identify those things that are challenges within the community. So to say that we identify challenges in modes, we don't identify as Mataiga. We create a space where people are going to have a conversation about the things that affect the community, and we've had that. We've had a dialogue, a successful dialogue in modes where people a dialogue about and in bomme ba challenges ba di experiencing in modes, and some of them in just to mention few, it's gender-based violence within the community, the beat or rape, eating within the community that people experience in silence, and other people are vocal about it, but other people are silent about it. But also, I think the silence comes with once they identify, hey, I've been raped, in our society, it's not, it's mostly like, what did you do? How did you get raped? You were drunk. Why did you allow yourself to? It's hardly with the perpetrator. And normalizing this, that as a woman, I should carry myself a certain way to avoid being raped. So those are the things in Nebabuaka Zona. Nebabuaka unemployment, and how that subject them to be I just want to find the right term to use. I don't like victims to be victims of abuse. So to be abuse, how unemployed as a woman, people end up just staying in abusive marriage because the husband is taking care of you. There's quite a few that but the main one was just around gender-based violence.
From everything that you have mentioned, I really want to know your approach, because your approach includes food security and gender-based peace, yes. Gender-based peace, all right. I was going to say gender-based gender-based peace and mental health. So why is it important to address these issues?
I would just like to say a hungry community, whatever people end up doing and as a who from a farmer, I think he produces a dijo because then how you take anything that comes your way. You lose your dignity. Either you're a male or a female, a child or an adult. How you lose your dignity. And why do we encourage food security? Is that, come on, how le memoro na le spinach, una le dihaba. Give the simple things to grow, una le cabbage. at least how ya ho mohaisane lo kopa cooking oil e seng kopa cooking oil le moroho le phofu all those things but also growing your own food is healing. Guys, we got to. I don't have nails. I don't do manicures because I love to get my hands dirty. Scientifically, it has been proven working with the soils, there are microbes that you get from there. It heals you. So we don't look at food security just growing food and being able to feed oneself, but also as a healing part mentally. You know, you get to go into your garden and work your soil instead of busy or gossip about certain things. They're necessary. Using food as a way of healing and creativity, not just healing for self, but also feeding the family. Maute, it's very far. Rosendala is far from Senegal. It's far from Fixbeck, you know.
That's true.
And the food that comes here in Fixbeck, both Fixbeck and Senegal, it's far from all these other areas. You know, why can't we produce something within our community? And then the economy, we have circular economy. It goes through this, you know, rekisa moro, rekisa duete, abuti rekisa cabbage. That's how we get to grow as a community. So that's where our food security comes. And I think the history of this, as painful as it is, of this region, Orange Free State or Free State, Eastern Free State, this was the basket food. When you look at the history, I think so that is why food security is the biggest thing. And mental health. As somebody who usually, when I left Joburg, I left because I had some depression and all those things. It's important to it's not a problem to go through depression. What do you do when
That's true.
When you are faced with that? You know, it's something that we want to normalize, that going through depression is part of life. You know? Look, how do we talk about it and create safe space where people can open up about the issues that they go through on a daily basis?
Hi. Ke a utlwa ka nnete wa ditshitleha. Like the way ke understand ka teng ke gola le motho a shebeletseng hae wa understand go wa utlwa. So o bile hangata ka taba ya go jala le go produce dijo through plant and all of that. So are you guys getting any support from municipality, since you guys are doing this for making sure that le twista community?
It depends what you call help. I would say yes, to a certain extent we do, because in the park, if it wasn't of the municipality, we wouldn't have, you know. Let's say that are we getting the help that we think we need? If that is a very subjective point that I want to make, you know. But we are trying to run away from that. That's what we're trying to run away. We're trying to, the model that we have is just to run away from for certain things to happen within the community. The municipality has to always come. The government has to always come. It's just to show it to people, to say that if anyone in Maute, let's just assume there are 10,000 people in Maute, right? Not to mention Rosendal. Let's just assume there are 10,000 people in Maute, and if each one answer 10 rand, either on a monthly basis or on a bi-monthly, right? That would make 100,000, right? You know, and what would that do? And that's just for Maute. The model that we have, everybody answer 10 rand, and then that goes to Fixbeck. No, Maute, the community of Maute says that, okay, we are tired, the road is what is it that we can do to do that with those 10 rand, you know? Those are the things. If Spasha, okay, fine, now I want to start my own business. If the community. You apply. We have things in place to say, okay, fine, if you batla your own homework school where the homework getting and you want to help them and you need a building, we have the capacity to do that. You know, so to answer or not, does the municipality help? We're trying to run away from that, where for you to succeed, you have to depend on other people, organizations, and institutions.
Yeah, so you mentioned a lot of things that you guys already did implement. So right now, from community involvement right now, so Matega, like, is there any successful stories that you guys can share, Hore? Like, from this is what we achieve. Because but it's at least the difference. So there's any successful stories from Matega team that this implementation movement always?
I would say I'm more of dialogue, and I think I think batho ba bileng involved in our dialogues, involved in our dialogues, and most of the initiatives that we've done. But from our first dialogue, we've had positive feedback from batho ba reng. That was healing. You know, we've had dialogues where it was just women sharing their experiences of going through abuse, and we are also big. We are very big on storytelling. We are very big on that, where it's important. We try to say it's important for people to share the story. If you feel like, as Ulem Mafusi, I can tell my story. That changes somebody's perspective to realize that I'm not the only one who's going through this. Sure. And also to share, now, if I went through abuse, how did I get over that? And how did I work through the healing journey and the healing processes? So our first dialogue, which was very big, I think it was a big success for us. You know, we've had stories where, but whenever, oh my God, I thought I was the only one who was going through this. You know, can I remember people from Botshabelo or people sharing stories? Menoma from Fixback, who's a paralegal. So I think, but it was, we do have success stories, but the feedback that we got, but that was healing, which is what we really would like to do. You know, to realize, oh my God, this stress, my face is going through depression, you know, and what does she do? How another depression? Do you sit and cry about it? So I think those are some of the success stories. We work with sustainable community development. It's a sister organization also. So we are always growing food in the community, and we have initiatives that we do within the community. I'm interested in growing food. So most of the people they know me. Sometimes I take my bicycle, go around, and if your garden looks good, I'm coming to your house. So, anybody's garden that looks good, and I'm always there.
So at least right now, like I would say that most of the dialogues they are very successful, because now if Lukopana is a woman and discussing the issues that they face, and like someone out there will say that Mafis is living the soft life, hey, so you wouldn't know. So when how share stories, how that is also something, hey, I like that. So right now, is Matega involved in any programs or awareness campaigns to reduce substance abuse and its effects on women and children?
So I think we're trying, like we said, we're trying to run away from that model somebody. So whatever we do, from the community, we're trying to emphasize, if ever there's something like substance abuse, you know, the substance abuse, personally, I still think it goes beyond to one also the drugs. It goes beyond to or myth, or what do they call myth? I can't remember what they call it, but it goes beyond that. There is something underneath that, It doesn't necessarily mean rehab, trying to find a social worker, a therapist, whoever expert needs to get involved. So are we getting involved? We have open doors that we can get involved with the expertise that is available, and we really, really like to use the local knowledge to allow people by bambateng hore, guys, let's contribute 10 rand. Let's use 10 rand and let's do something to demand from the government that there is a social work office here in Rosendal. So who can do these things. But unless we 10 rand, we need money to bring somebody from Bloemfontein, to bring an expertise from Bethlehem. So I don't know if we are getting involved in that way of just being there to address the substance abuse. But we still something that is in our hearts that we're still trying to get involved in.
Yeah.
And organize more dialogues and organize. It's not also the dialogue the organizer or any movements that we want to do. We still want to involve what we want that. They are suffering. Really?
I'm very interested.
Start something.
Yeah.
We don't have also I think the biggest thing is this mindset or somebody should start something.
Yeah.
Start something. Just say, if you've started something, just say, Mafusi, I have this idea, we want to start something. Now I also say, just give me an idea what you have. Okay, then we sit down and conversate about it. If you think there needs to be a dialogue, which I think there is a necessity to be a dialogue, how do we get involved? That's what we're saying. Let's not wait for the government. Let's not wait for the municipality. Let's not wait for NGOs to do it. Just say that, okay, fine, municipality, give us a hall. If you need to bring a social worker, if you need to bring an expert, that's when the 10 rands come in to say, okay, fine, if we don't have such person here in Maute or Rosendal, how do we, but just cater for my transport and accommodation? How do we bring somebody from Bloemfontein? I'm still big on language. I'm a firm believer of Sesotho if we're dealing with such things. And expertise from outside to help us understand the issues within the community. So have a dialogue, do it. We have this mentality of for certain things to start we need money.
Yeah.
Sometimes as community we have to start something, and we shouldn't stop living or shouldn't stop having an impact within the community just because how long have we been waiting on the government?
Wow. Yeah. So let's go back to this 10 rand concept. So can you elaborate on how this small contribution can create a lasting impact? Like 10 rand, like people will say that it's just a 10 rand. Yeah.
Let me think. Let's take it this way. For people who have do you know how that feeling? You've wanted that pair of shoes. We share but like that Jordan Air, like one, you want it so bad. That feeling, that feeling, because you've worked hard for it. And how feel like you look out for it because that's your baby. That's the same model that we want to say that if I can't have 10 rand, if 1,000 people back and 10 rand every month, that money, because you are the community, you get to appreciate it. Even if it's 10 rand for the first month for 500 people, it becomes 5,000 rand. So it goes like that. It's small hike and swag, but because
Yeah.
But if it grows exponentially, then it becomes big. If the community amount in Satanaganda yona and say rona ka Tanaganda rona re batla hore re thusa ho haha office ya the social worker. Ho ba le 4 social workers here in Maute selling fully functional where batho ba tla ya when they are dealing with ditaba tsa bona tse bang ba hloka a professional to help them understand.
Yeah.
So then they are able to do that. If batho ba Senegal ba re rona in Senegal re khathetse ke tlala re batla go qeteletse re itemela or something like that, you know, they take ba ntsha di 10 rand tsa bona and they do that. So why it's the concept one something if you've worked hard for, you're able to look out for it.
Yeah, because guys, just 10 rand. But the way you explain it, yeah. So when as a Matega ambassador, how do you encourage people to contribute that 10 rand monthly? And what platforms or systems in place to facilitate it?
Because we're trying to do it just this month, every community but gives its own.
Okay.
So we also have for Malta, we also have a Capitec account that I think I'll leave details for it.
Okay.
Where also a Capitec, what do you call that machine? I don't know.
Yeah.
And I think you're going to do that. It's like 500 a month for you. So we have that, you know, where also the transparency that to see for if you want to see how is that you know you know, so we have a machine a snap scan on our website moka donate button but also we are also thinking of something I'm sure it will be implemented as soon as possible. Ha moka khona ngo ya haruni ha lo reka haruni ha ona le change, please o tshela ka le boxing then o la teng.
I think it should be around all the shops.
I think so too, hey.
Yeah.
But also it takes some time to build. You don't just want to do things, to build relationship with people. The shop also there has to be safety measures. So there's quite some processes that we have to go through. How do we put that in place? So far, soon, very soon, it will be letting her monate shop haroni, making how get out rega drink your change. To help grow the community, and maybe it would be your first project. Create a dialogue. We want that.
Yeah,
I'm really an advocate for what we want to have a platform.
That's nice. Yo, hi guys. Like some of the things I didn't know. This is the first time inside into and yo. Guys, my tiger is doing it. Is doing it for the community. Is doing it, and I hope when I'm noticing thing right now, you will make sure that you contribute something. Cause why wait for the government? Hey, why wait for the government? We can. Hi, yeah. So, tell me, where do you see Matega? Like now we are talking about the vision for the future. So where do you see Matega movement in the next 5 years? At least 5 years.
In the next 5 years,
yeah.
We see for now personally as an ambassador and as an individual. I have a soft spot for this place. For I think it has potential. I see Matega in Mauze being an agent for change and also a model also showing other communities to, I think, taking power back. You know, Mauze, Matega will do this or will do that. People banga the concept of Mauze or of Matega here, bansa the 10 rand and doing things for themselves. There's so many things that needs to be done in the community. So Ile Mataiga in the next 5 years, whoever needs to go for application, university application, whoever needs to start a business, they can apply through Mataiga, and then you get funding. If you batla huya ulo NSFAS sponsor, you get to go to school. So that's how I see this here, this hub here within this community. Ileona eling the communities in the Senegal, Bethlehem, Fixbekadira, wow. Mataiga Rosendal Mautse is doing it. Why Loronaksa is. Hopefully it gets to that point. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, and you didn't mention this part, and Mole assistant now apply for universities. Because a lot of youth we assisting who apply university. Like by the school, you didn't mention that. That is a success story. Most of youth only assisted last year. Kibono by the school. Like guys, like they said that I don't have to secure my food. I was like, you didn't mention that, and that is a very success story. Like you guys are doing like a beautiful job in the community. To be honest. Like it need to be out there. Like people need to know about this movement. We need to support this movement. Hey, So are there any upcoming projects or expansion we should be excited about? This movement, Wamatega.
It's dependent on the community.
It's dependent on the community. Okay, so behind the scene, Malika Subaki. All right, guys, we are posting this. Can you?
Thank you. I need more coffee and.
Yeah.
I need to. That's the only issue that I have.
Yeah. Okay, guys, it was a little break. Now we are back. And like right now, like don't move. Everything is done. Now we are concluding the show. We're making sure that like everything would really like it's away. But right now, if you're watching, you can even repeat this. It's free to watch. All you need is just to subscribe. Then you are watching for free. All right. So the projects. Are there any upcoming projects or expansions we should be excited about?
I think the projects it would be, I would like to say it in the hands of the community.
All right.
Depending on, for organizations who they run successfully, either it's non-governmental organization or any governmental organizations, it's that there is financial aspect I think if the community but there's no need of the community. They want to, if you want to start a dialogue and Mafisi can do a facilitation. I don't like politics. Don't involve me in things that are political. As long as not.
But you have a voice though.
And politics.
Yeah, you
have a voice no. I don't want to get involved with politics. Yeah. But if you know, but a dialogue and you think it doesn't need money, involve us, Yeah. I think any project it depends on the community or it's dependent on the can we reach that 10,000 mark. Yeah, the 10 rand and we bring any maybe at least some or maybe at least something. So yeah, everything is dependent on the community. We still want to push the movement of dialogue, story sharing. We still want to do that, I guess, but finances also.
Yeah.
Finances also, because we're trying to avoid these donations. We're trying to avoid government and the government can only always do as much, So but for those who just yes, we really are trying to do something like applying for university. it's something that's close to my heart for me.
Yeah.
Kids going to school is something that is very close to my heart.
And we love that.
Yeah. I don't even know that there was a success story of Botwell in school.
There are.
I had no idea.
I think I know 4 of them.
I had no idea.
I
don't keep
know
in
4 of
touch.
them.
Hey?
The one that is close to me is currently studying at FITS.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I
think
she should come back. Yeah, I know her. She should come back.
Yeah.
That's for me. For me, that's the biggest thing is a success story. It's when you are able to go out of Maute and wait or something, but come back and give back. Giving back for now, it's not necessarily money. You know, we need in the community those success stories of I've made it at VET, guys.
Yeah.
You know, I'm a VETie. You know, she's now a VETie. I've made it in Bramfontein. Come back and go to Malta Primary. Tell those kids in Malta Primary to say, like, if I made it, why not? You know, she's a VETie now. She should just, not she should. You know, the success stories that community grows if we can see ourselves in other people's shoes, especially for people
I like that phrase.
You know, I can just remember myself growing up in a very rural area, and I just like all I wanted to do was just like, if I can see myself in Joburg, if I can see, there are other kids here who want to have that experience. So how do we come and tell them to say that for you to be in Joburg, you need to work hard now in grade 11, you know? Hey, I didn't work hard and get a grade 12. I started from early age, you know? What does it mean to be a VETie? It's not bragging. If I come
especially like, I don't want to lie, especially in small communities like Rosendal, I don't know why it is, I don't know, maybe it's a mindset that is installed by the society, I don't know. But when someone is telling you about it is possible to do this and that and that and that, we think that people are breaking now, like swabrega. Like, no, it is not, guys. It is not.
But also, it's bragging if I worked hard for it. So,
I can't brag. But they take it negatively.
But look, if I work hard and to get somebody, if they worked hard to get into Wits University, if you work hard to get into UCT, I always say, being here has just one thing I've realized is that people, I don't want to say people, there are other universities outside. There's UCT. I don't want you guys to learn Bloemfontein. There's UCT, there's UKZN, there is this, there's a university, there's Technicon, there's a college, there's this thing, they are out there. If ke UCT and how would baby man how can go west at university how can go west if I made it there, I have to give myself a pat and I made it. So you could post get like feel bad. I made it.
That's the problem.
You know, it's how you take it. Do you want to take it or get break but dude, how did you go about it? You know, I can Spash with a podcast. You know, and you're so good at it. You're so comfortable the way you present yourself. How do you do it? You know, and you share, and I go and try to learn. It's not everything is bragging. I think so much as a community, and for everything that we have, time is 50. I'm allowed to finally. So, but also people coming. Happy to know the mindset or we don't understand to make it through university. To buy a new car, you know, to or something. If I'm bragging, let me do it. Go break in peace with my things. Yes.
Okay, so now we are about to conclude everything. Like, I think now, guys, we've been talking. I think how. So now, how can our viewers or someone that is outside watching or outside of South Africa or Free State, Free State, and this like the successful stories that they whole city actually like so if the viewers stay outside Free State or even South Africa ba batlang go support this movement wa Matega ba ka khona go kopanya jwang le lona jwalo.
I think we have a presence on social media at Smart Tiger Foundation. We also have a website, the link.
Okay.
To go on the link and donate 10 rand. All we ask is 10 rand. But Shebatubana need 5,000, 50 rand. We welcome that. We welcome that.
Yeah.
And the more the merrier.
Yeah.
So to donate. Is it donate? We call it donate, but for those contributions to come through, for Batubama, please, the 10 rand, the 10 rand, we promise, the 10 rand doesn't swing Batubama, they are only for Batubama and the development of this community. And I think it goes to, if whatever it is that the community think that is necessary or it's needed for that time, that's what the money will go towards. If batho ba hloka dipeo kaofela ka mautse go that is my dream. Humana batho kaofela di jareteng tsa bona hona le cabbage le spinach leng, if that's what the community needs, those 10 rand should go towards that, So to donate, we are on Facebook at Smart Tiger Foundation. We are on Smart Tiger MATIGER. So Facebook, Instagram, we are there, but also we have a website that let's see the details is at the
okay.
We can do it.
So right now I'm giving you a platform for someone that is out there that is supporting Matega currently, that are actually this is the movement Ektamangulon. What can you say to them right now?
Thank you. It's just as little as 10 rand, we can change the world. And I think we have seen with those that we've had, with those people that we've had donating over the years, we would like to say we are grateful and we appreciate your help and continue to help. And you are... It's a change in South Africa. We are creating change in South Africa. You're healing somebody, storytelling, sharing stories in Mauze. There's been a huge impact. So many people that we've talked to, but we've had dialogues with, who have said that I didn't realize that so many other people are experiencing this. That happened because somebody ulansa 10 rand high, somebody donated. So thank you for contributing and healing someone, and I hope this continues to grow and gets bigger and bigger.
Hi, and guys, thank you for watching. And ultimately, we really appreciate your presence. We really appreciate honoring the invitation. Hey, because I was like, even if I get like a 4, I'm coming. Because she's a very busy person, guys. She's a very busy person. Like, you get them to fella, Gina, because,
Oh, no. Don't say that. I'm not so busy. Not really.
Plus, we were supposed to shoot, like, last week. So,
I'm very grateful.
We really need to support this movement, and the project it's a
call us if it has anything to do with the community, not politics. We are there as long as it doesn't have Spasha political movement. We're good, we're there. But even if it's the politics, but we don't, what types of politics? So it's, we all have the ability to change the community. We all have that power. It doesn't matter we all have something that we can do towards improving Mauze and Rosendal. So let's just use that. Money or no money, we all can do a difference in somebody's life with being kindness and showing love.
By saying that, guys, we don't need to expect anything from anyone. So I'm signing out right now, guys. Thank you very much for watching and getting this far, episoding in. And yeah, we will see you next week. Next week Friday? Yeah, next week Friday. Bye guys, signing out. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share. And guys, comment. We need to know, Rena, what are you thinking about the episodes in the shoot? Like the ideas how they really like their tools are to improve, you know. So yeah, thank you very much for watching and signing out. Bye.